the table with these? Or not?
Now what we've done here. Right. It's on.
Okay.
Okay.
We got all four in.
All four in.
Move this that way a touch. Oh yes.
That was easy. Yeah, that.
That's a proper thing, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Never gonna touch it.
Straight on the minus. Good morning. Well, the Axminster machines have arrived and we've managed to get a lot of them up. There's still actually a lot more to unbox, but the bandsaw is a game changer. So before I was having to push it through the table saw and it was really on its limit for this hard oak. But with this, it just slices through it. It's going to make processing this rough oak so much easier. We got this super fancy lathe, which obviously we won't be using just yet, but the things we're going to be able to make now. We've still got another kind of 10-ish boxes of goodies to open. These are the last big machines really that we were waiting on. Probably the last big machines. Well, let's say we won't not buy any more, but for now, this is everything we need to start all the rebuild and processing the oak. And the oak we're processing now is to work on a very cool project on the turret. So, on the original turret, you may have seen from the photos that, a bit of art attack situation going in. You may have seen that originally there was railings all along this top edge. And we've actually got a photo of a guy stood out there on top of the turret. Now, originally that was iron work and zinc work. And to get that remade now is, well, nearly impossible. And it's even more impossible to get it made out of copper. So what we're going to do is make an oak balustrade that goes all the way around the top and is fixed down. Then After that, in the same way that we're doing the dormers, we'll clad that oak structure in copper. It'll all be flash, so it's all completely waterproof. And when you look up, you'll see this copper banister, balustrade, all these copper spindles, and the centre of them will be oak, but all the outside will be clad and bent in copper. And it'll give us that platform on top again where you can walk out and you can stand there safely. It'll give that extra little bit of height to the turret, and it'll just blend in with all the other copper work. And don't forget, we're having big thick copper band on all the bottom for the guttering, and the copper will come down and actually quite far down the turret to give us this band at the top as well. And we'll add some kind of fancy work on there to embellish it. And as well as that, we'll have the dormers on every single side clad in copper as well. So I hope that kind of makes sense, and I hope you can kind of have the vision of exactly what this is going to be like, how like elevated and blinged up it's going to be. It'll just tie the whole thing together. The whole turret will be super embellished, and it'd be like this focal point, you know, whereas before it looked like it was just plonked on top. I really like this idea. So we're starting to process all the oak and all the spindles for that. They don't need to be terribly detailed because they're going to be clad. They just need to be all the same thickness, the same size, and all mounted really securely. Let's have a coffee.
Knees or flat. Slope to me a little bit. Okay, aim your and yeah. Now slope to me a bit. Fingers.
Okay.
One big baby. Right, that scene in Ocean's 12, is it? The lasers. Chair at each end, table in the middle. Do you know what? Yeah, no, that's fine. Look, it's.
It's a fine height, that.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, Nick will be. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Yeah, so you'll be where the hatch is. Come up there.
Yeah, come over here. Lightning rod off the back, I think.
Yeah.
All clad in copper. Don't go up during the summer months. You'll burn alive.
Square it back up.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, hello.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
I had a special delivery from the Netherlands.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's a new shaving method.
What?
And
Oh.
Pijn van Beek from Holland.
Hiya.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
So, and this is fresh from the market. It's just to encourage you to
Oh,
buy some
right.
bread.
Okay.
This is a fresh Edamame cheese.
Oh, lovely.
Oh wow.
Thank you very
Cool.
much.
So you can put it on bread or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, super. That's a big block of cheese.
You shave it like that.
Oh,
Nice.
okay, yeah,
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
So, that was my goal for today.
Just go home, edit it together.
Yeah. Yeah, that point thing has arrived already.
Oh yeah.
Bottom, what do you mean by bottom? The back side.
And then I'm just, as you're looking at it. Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. As you're looking at it from what side? Because if I'm standing there looking at it, that's the bottom.
If you're standing there,
And where is there in relation to the turret?
just in terms
The
of putting it
table.
together.
Right, this
Yeah.
is the turret.
Yeah.
That's the back side of the turret.
Sure.
Is this my left or your left?
Your left is never the fucking same each time anyway. Somehow. So we've made the railings into one big kit with all the dowel holes for the dominoes. They're the little bits of wood which will join one thing to another. So all we've got to work out from this point is if we glue sections together now, which is easier to clamp it and everything on the table down here, which makes it a bit heavier to take up, but overall easier, same as we've done for the dormers, or we take it up in loads of little bits and do it. But I don't know, I'm leaning towards the fact that we get kind of four sides, all the rails glued, and we've just got to glue the last bits when we're up there. But God, it's going to look so different with this. Obviously, like I said, this is going to be clad in copper, but it's going to add another metre to the top of the chateau, and it's going to add all the detail, and we can embellish that as much as we want. Yes, you know, the spindles will be clad, but we can add curves and little bits on top if we want to kind of decorate it more, you know. It's going to be some impressive thing, this. We'll get this ticked off tomorrow, and then we've got a bit more work to do on the roof to get that all squared away. So I'll see you tomorrow.